What up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been watching, if you haven't, please subscribe. Please keep watching. Yeah, so I just wanted to make this video real quick before I step out because I'm about to go eat something. But I don't know, my boobs look so big too. Like, do you guys see that? Like, I'm stop. But anyway, yeah. So sorry for my hair. I cut my baby hairs earlier, a couple days ago, and somebody was rushing me, so I messed up. Take your time when you're cutting your baby hairs. Like, oh my god. Anyways. But I don't even know if I should wear this thing on my head because I went and smoked earlier, and before I thought about doing this video, and some girl was like, could I see your ID? Like, can I put it through my, what she say? She's like, can I use my camera to look at it? She's like, cause you look, it was my arm, it just cracked. She's like, because you look young. And I was like, oh my god, like, do I really look young? But that's a good thing. Anyways, I wouldn't want to look old, you know. But I know one day it's gonna catch up because I be smoking. I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes or anything. I mean, sometimes I do, but you know, I try not to. But anyways, sorry, don't think I'm trying to show you guys anything. It's just I felt like I was kind of suffocated earlier, so I had to change. But anyways, I feel better. But yeah, so this whole video is about my longest relationship. So my longest relationship was when I was in high school. I had a little, a high school sweetheart, I guess. And honestly, I thought, you know, I was gonna be with that person forever, whatever. But you know, things turn out different, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. You know, it took me a while, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while. I just couldn't accept the fact. Okay, but I'm passing everything. But anyways, yeah, so we were together for 4 years. That was my high school sweetheart. What else? I'm okay, before I start, this video is gonna be 30 minutes, an hour maybe. I don't know if you guys want to watch. I hope you guys do though, because it's just something I want to talk about. I want to let out to you guys, and I hope you guys watch. And you know, if you're a female and you're going through the same things, you know, I just want to give you some advice, whatever. And if you're a guy, you know, I just, you know, I'm also looking for somebody, not looking for somebody, but if the right person comes, then it comes, you know. So it's I hope you're watching. If you're a guy, whatever, and you're cute, you know, hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, that was my high school sweetheart. To be real with you guys, you know, I just thought I was gonna be with him, we were gonna have kids, get married, you know, become successful together, a business, you know, or something, you know, because that's just always what I see. If you're in a relationship or trying to be with somebody, it's you know, you want to be with that person, you know, like you're trying to spend your life with that person, like you're trying to build an empire, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, an empire, like you're trying to have a family, like you're trying to, you know, take trips, you know, that's just how I see it, like, you know, but everybody's different, you know, whatever, but that's just how I see it, like that's your partner, like that's your partner for like for life, you know, that's who you're gonna be with like forever, and that's just how I see it. Like I don't like meeting people and like wasting my time, you know. So yeah, we were together for 4 years. It was 4 beautiful, bad, just an overall like, you know, just the lesson learned, you know, years gone by, whatever, you know, and we are just on and off for 4 years. He had like an ex that like he had just like broke up with, and it's funny because he had told me like, oh, no exes, you know, whatever, and it's funny because like he had like an ex, you know, that like I guess she wasn't over him, or they weren't like over each other, whatever the situation was, you know. This was like years back. I had to smoke to like even remember, but that's kind of why I smoked this morning, so I could remember about what was, you know, like everything between me and him. But yeah, so she would like, I don't know, like still trying to be with him, you know, trying to like, you know, I don't know, I kind of felt like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like, bitch, why are you over here like all up on my ex, when I mean on my, well, now he's my ex, but I mean like on my boyfriend at the time, when it's like you guys are done, you know, and you know he's with me, like, you know, we're together all the time, like I'm over his house, like, well, I was over his house like all the time, like, you know, so it's like weird, like, what, bitch, do you want to like, do you want to be with us, like, or do you want to like, do you want to be with me, like, you want to taste my coochie? Nah, I don't know, but I don't know, it was just weird, you know. So like that was like kind of like an issue. What else, like, okay, well, between that, like, they were together before, well, you know, they were together, and then like I think I had like broke up with one of my boyfriends at the time too, so I was single for a minute too. But then like I had a friend, I knew this girl at school, she would be like, oh, he said hi to you, you know. Well, I'm taking it way back to like when I first met him, and she was like, this girl's important too, because it'll make sense later, like it all comes together in a weird way, you know. But so anyways, this girl named okay, I don't really care about the name, but okay, this girl, she was like, oh, he thinks you're cute, he said hi, you know, whatever. Oh, he like, she'll give you like this little heart thing that she made, whatever. I knew she made it because I kind of didn't think he knew how to make stuff like that, you know, he's a guy. But anyways, I don't even know how to make that, but, or I kind of do, you know, with the little hearts and the little whatever. But anyways, that's like high school bullshit. But so she like would give it to me and be like, oh, that was from him, whatever. But I'm just like, okay, like, I know it was from you, girl, you know, but whatever, like, okay, thank you, you know. So I like, and then she was just like she'll see us walking, you know, because at the time, like, I guess I was kind of like being open-minded with like, you know, dating outside like different races, you know, outside my race, whatever. So he was black, and, well, Muslim and black, and I was and I'm his Salvadorian and Mexican, not was, I am. I'm sorry, but, and I'm Mexican Salvadorian, so it's like I wanted to date something different and, you know, try something different, you know. And he was really cute at the time. He was like, you know, so I was just like, okay, like, you know, I like, why not him, you know? So I did. And then next, you know, so we were, so, you know, we started talking, whatever, and she would like see us, or like I would wait for him, you know, because like our classes, whatever, and like not wait for him because like his class was next to mine, so I would just like be right there, you know, because I would always see him come out, you know, or like he'll wait for me, you know, every time coming out of my classes. So then next, you know, like this one time she had came out and she was like, oh yeah, he's coming out right now, and I was just like, okay, like thank you, you know, like, you know, I'll be waiting here, you know. But so I was waiting there, and then next thing you know, like I kind of noticed, like, I don't know, it would just be like little things, you know, how she'd be like, all right, bye, you know, like, bye you guys, like, or like, you know, she'll just be like, oh, you guys are so cute together, you know, whatever. So I'll just be like, okay, thank you, you know, like, we had that, like, you know, group of people who liked us together, and it was like some girls, you know, who didn't like us together, you know, whatever, you know, and you know, we would still be together, you know, regardless, whatever, you know. So what else, like, he wouldn't really come to, like, he started not coming to school, so like I would be at his house, and I was just like, you know, like, what's up, like, why didn't you go to school, you know, and like I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of weird, you know. But I don't know, like, he would kind of be like fishy, you know, whatever. So at that time I kind of felt like he would be cheating on me. And like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you know, and sit here and be like, oh, you know, I was a good girl either, you know, like, I mean, but I wouldn't purposely cheat on him. It's like he would do something, like, you know, or he would like say something to make me mad, you know, and like then I would like not cheat, but like I would just go and kick it with a homegirl I had, and who stayed like right down the street from him. So, you know, I would just leave him, like, you know, let him chill, like I would go with her, and that's pretty much it. But it's like I'm loyal, like when I'm in a relationship, I'm like loyal as hell, like I love you, like I will give like my all to you. And that's another problem, you know, I need to work on. But I have feel like I worked on that too, because like now when I meet guys, it's like different. I'm like different to them now. I'm not like how I was when I was younger, or like when I was in this long ass relationship. So yeah, it's like, you know, we were young, you know, like, and you know, we would just like fight, you know, about like stuff, you know, and like we were trapping together, so you know, we would fight about like money situation, you know, about like food, you know, just about like shit like that, you know, about like, you know, girls, you know, and you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we were there for each other. He was there for me, I was there for him. Like, we ended up like moving in together, like, oh, and then like the whole moving in situation, it was kind of like more different because like whatever. Well, and like, no, how did I know like that him and his ex were messing around? Because like there's one time, which you guys might think it's kind of dumb of me, but honestly I don't care, because it like taught me something, and it made me like, you know, realize, you know, things, you know, that like, you know, other people won't realize, you know, when they're in a relationship and their other person is cheating or whatever, you know. But it's like this one time I had to go to work, and so I was going to work, and I was leaving, and at the same time I was leaving, I guess he told her like, oh, she leaves at this time, whatever, you know, or I don't know what happened, honestly. Like, no, okay, yeah, I don't think he told her, because like she just looked, he like popped up right there, and he looked like he didn't even know that she was there, or whatever, I don't know, you know, guys are whatever, anyways. But then it's, you know, so I was leaving to work. At the time I was working at McDonald's, so I was leaving, I rode my bike at the time, so I was leaving, and he was like walking me out with my bike, and she was like right there in front, and I'm like, who the fuck is this, like, you know. But like, me being young, and like that I had just got the job, and I didn't want to be late, get fired or whatever. And like, so I just left and I told him like, okay, bye, you know, I love you, bye. And I was like, be good, whatever, you know. And I just looked at her and like, I just laughed and like I just smirked, you know, and like I just left because it's like, bitch, you're still gonna come after like like mine when you know that's mine now. But whatever, if this nigga's real, if this nigga's loyal, he not gonna do anything. Boom, what do you know? The day, like, I was just working, I was just working, I wasn't even thinking about it, whatever, you know. The day was over, I came over, I was like, so what happened, you know, like, what did you do today, you know, did you make any money, like, what happened, you know. And he was just like, oh no, you know, it was a slow day, I just been chilling here. And I was just like, okay. And like, he had like some glitter and shit on him, and I was just like, that's cool. Like, it's even sad to like think about it, because it's like, you know, like I've been through like so much shit like with guys, you know, and just like, well, with him too. And it's just like, you know, I guess I'm not over it. I mean, I am over it. Like, I am over it, you know, but it's like, I'm sitting here crying to you guys. So it's like, that shit still like hits me, you know. But anyway, so it's like, he was like, he was like, oh, you know, like, okay, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, you know, yes, you know, it's just like, he was like, yes, you know, we did, you know, mess around, whatever. And I was just like, oh my god, like, okay, it's either gonna be like near that, you know, like, you know, I'm not doing you dirty, I'm out here working, like, I'm going to school still, you know, like, that's the only time I leave you is when I go to work or go to school. And it's like, you're really gonna sit here and like just cheat on me, like, especially with your ex, you know. But I'm just like, you know, I was just so in love. And he was like, oh, you know, like, okay, that's gonna stop, like, I'm gonna end it, whatever. And like, boom, like, you know, supposedly, like, it was just, he ended that, whatever. And like, again, I caught him cheating another time. I was doing his laundry, and like, I was taking out his clothes and putting it in the taking out his clothes from the washer, putting it in the dryer, and I found the condom. And yeah, some of you guys are gonna be like, wow, you're a dumb bitch, like, you were still there and blah blah. Like, yes, I was, like, I was, because it's like, we were, that was like my everything. Like, I was always there for him, he was there for me. Like, we made money together, and like, you know, we lived together. And like, you know, it's just different when, you know, when you're doing all that with the person. And like, so, you know, like, yes, I was still there, you know. Like, I found the condom in the washer or whatever, and like, I just went up to him and like, I threw it at him, and I was like, what the fuck is this, like, are you serious? And he was just like, what, like, that's not mine, like, you know. And I'm just like, how you gonna say it's not yours when it was just in your clothes, like, in your dirty clothes, like, you know. But whatever, I didn't, like, you know, like, that's when we had like got into it like really bad. And like, yeah, I still forgave him, and like, I was there for him, whatever. And like, so things were like, you know, things would go good, whatever. And then it's, you know, like, yeah, it was really bad. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not a fighter, to be honest. I'm a lover, you know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm a lover though. So it's like, and with him, it's like, when we would fight, like, we would like fight, like, it would be like bad, you know, like, to the point where like his mom, like his dad, like his family, like his whole family, like, would get into it. And like, I even like bit him, like, and I'm not even a biter, like, I don't scratch, I don't bite, I don't do none of that. Like, I'm just like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, you know. But anyways, it's like, I bit him and on his shoulder, and it was really bad, like. And I'm like, oh my god, like, that's where I need, like, I need to chill. Like, it was just bad, you know? So, like, there was times where I would, like, go to his mom and, like, you know, we would take, like, breaks, me and him, like, from seeing each other, you know? But it's, like, I don't know, like, we would just, like, miss each other. Or we were just so attached, you know? Like, we would, like, end of the day, like, you know, just hit each other up, you know? Or just make up, you know? Like, it was mainly just making up, you know? So, like, we would just, like, make up, smoke a blunt together, like, you know, and just make up and, like, you know, so it's like, yeah, like, after I bit him, like, it was, like, bad, like, he started, like, he got, like, a tattoo covering it, you know, like, that's when he was, like, getting, like, all tatted up, and then, you know, I started, like, you know, like, liking tattoos, too, you know, so, whatever, yeah, I do have his name tatted, I'm gonna talk about that later, but, anyways, yeah, like, so once I bit him, like, that was just really bad. Like, I was like, oh no, like, I'm not even, like, trying to, like, hurt this, you know, hurt him. Like, I don't want him to hurt me, you know. So, like, I mean, well, we would get into, like, physical, like, bad fights. Like, you know, so I was just, like, and where his mom would be like, you know what, like, you gotta, like, I don't know, she kind of would be like, oh, call the cops, you know, or whatever. And I'm just like, no, like, I can't do that, you know, like, so I was just trying to, like, you know, let him be, let him do him. I would do me, you know, but yeah, we were together for 4 years. Learned a lot from him. What happened? It was just, at the end, I ended it because we were doing our business together, but it wasn't going how I planned and how I wanted it to. So I felt bad, you know, like, bad. Like, so I was just like, and I wasn't happy, to be honest. So I was just like, you know what, like, we just need to, like, take a break, like, give it a break, you know, between me and you know, and just, like, see where like, things would go. And oh my god, was this the other time? Okay, I'm sorry. I looked at my little book right here, but it's like this other time too, like, we were going to school together, and because he wasn't going to school, he was just like, he would just be at home pretty much, you know. So, like, I was kind of the one, like, you know, like, you know, bringing in, like, the money and, like, going to school, and he would just be at home, like, hustling and just, like, you know, just chilling, whatever, you know. And just, like, so, you know, then I told him, like, you know what, like, you need to go to school, you know, like, you're smart, you know, like, you need to go to school. We need to finish school together, you know, or, you know, we need to get a job, like, you know, like, we need to stop smoking for a little bit, like, you know, get a job, you know, whatever. And I think that was the time I bit him, because he had said he was gonna stop smoking, and then, like, his friend came over, and, like, they started smoking, whatever. And then I was just like, oh my god, like, you know, like, I'm over here trying to, like, not smoke, and you're over here, like, blowing, you know, in front of me, whatever. So, like, we just, like, I got into it. His homie left, whatever, and we got into it really bad that day. And that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, and then, like, the time that, like, I made him go to my school, I was, like, taking independent studies because I couldn't do regular school, so I took independent studies. And also because I wanted to graduate earlier, because I heard you can, like, go earlier and, you know, get all your credits done. And, you know, honestly, I felt like I learned better by myself, like, you know, by reading, you know, and like, self-taught kind of, you know. So I was like, you know, I'd rather, I mean, although sometimes I do feel like I need to, like, see, or, like, or do hands-on training with things, you know. But usually I'm, like, pretty self-taught, you know. I could, like, teach myself. Okay, but anyways, so he was like, so it was, when was it? It was, like, Valentine's Day. It was, like, and, like, we always spend, like, every holiday together too. So, you know, that was kind of like, sorry, I had to, like, take off my little, he was bothering me. But yeah, like, we would spend, like, holidays together. So this was like Valentine's Day, and like me and him weren't doing so good, like just like in our relationship wise and like money wise, like we weren't doing so good, you know. But like him, he always like tried to like make sure I was happy, you know. He'd always try to like put a smile on my face, you know. So like, you know, so I was like, okay, and he was like, oh, okay, I made like, you know, we made some extra money, and I'm gonna take you shopping, whatever. So like, so we went shopping. It was cool. We got like, you know, a few things, me and him. We ate whatever. I remember we were with my mom. Like my mom had kind of, I invited her or something. So like we were like all together, and then she was like, oh, so like what are you gonna do? Like are you gonna come to the house, or like are you and Melissa gonna stay at his house? And I don't know, like he was just kind of like iffy. Like I remember he was like on his phone a lot, and he wasn't like really like with me, you know, only the time like when we were shopping, whatever. So but like me, I just let him, you know, I was just like whatever. And then you know, like he was like, I remember him telling my mom like, oh yeah, well like I'm pretty tired, you know, I'm just gonna go home, you know, whatever. And I was just like, oh, like okay, I guess, you know, we're gonna like be at home, you know, and just spend Valentine's Day, you know, there, you know, it was just like a regular day, you know, whatever. But when he had at the time we didn't have a car, so yeah, my mom had like dropped him off, whatever, and I and we had went home. And then I remember I had called him, and I was like trying to like, you know, like it's Valentine's Day, you know, I was trying to like, you know, hang out with him, you know, do something, like, you know, go somewhere or something, you know, and like, or just be together, you know, to be honest, like, you know, come on, bro, it's Valentine's Day. But I remember I called him, and like, he was just being weird. Like, he was like, oh, I'm outside, like, I'm right here smoking with my homie, whatever. He's like, oh, but yeah, like, I'm about to leave in a bit, whatever. And I was just like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, you know, so like, I had got mad, and like, I went over there, whatever, and like, whatchamacallit, she had like, no, he had, I guess he told his friend to come, so his friend came, and I was there. I had just got there, and I remember they were leaving, and I was right there. I had just pulled up on my bike, and I had hopped off my bike, and I went up to him, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, who's this? Like, and then he was like, oh, that's my homegirl from school. And I was like, your homegirl from school? Like, the school that I made you go to? This is your new homegirl? Like, okay, that's cool. And he was like, yeah. He was like, this is my homegirl. And he was like, we're gonna go out, whatever. And I was like, you guys are gonna go out on Valentine's Day? Like, this is our day. Like, but you're gonna spend it with this? Like, and this bitch was fat, bro. Like, this bitch was fat as fuck. Like, she was like 200 and something pounds. Like, I don't know, but whatever, that's him, you know. And I mean, he did tell me like he likes chubby girls, he likes fat girls. Like, he would always try to feed me like pizza and like pasta and like syrup and, you know, just all that fattening stuff. Like, and I was gaining weight. Like, I would gain weight with him, and I didn't really like to eat like that, but with him I did, you know. And I don't know, he would make jokes about like him like fucking, like, I mean, like, just him liking fat girls, you know, whatever. And I'll just be like, like, you know, like, I'm like in between, you know. So I would just be like, damn, like, this nigga gonna leave me for a fat girl one day. You know. But like, little do you know, almost happened. I don't know what happened, you know. But I mean, I know what happened because eventually he told me. But so she pulls up, and I pull up too, and excuse me, and she was like, oh, okay, you know, like, come on. So like, they hop in the car, whatever. And I was like, what? Like, you're really leaving? Like, you're leaving, like, and I was like, I remember I was right there by the door, like, you're leaving with this bitch, like, what the fuck, like, I remember I was just, like, cursing, I was just mad, I don't really remember what happened, but I was just mad, I was just cursing, and he was looking at me like, damn, girl, like, just chill, you know, like, you know, but I was just like, what the fuck, like, you don't do this, like, you don't do this to your person, your part, like, your lover, your partner, your fucking girl, like, you're fucking, like, especially, like, with this fat bitch, like, really, like, but, whatever, and, like, I remember, like, she got mad, and she told, like, her friend, like, just go, like, just drive, you know, like, so, boom, there my little ass is, like, fucking hanging onto the car and shit, like, you know, and, like, I'm trying to open their fucking door, like, you know, like, no, bitch, like, you know, I should have hopped in there, like, that would have been a better story for you guys, but, anyways, like, yeah, like, so they had, like, you know, they were, like, driving off, whatever, like, and honestly, I didn't want to, like, hang on to the car any longer, so I was just, like, mad. I was just, like, whatever. I felt like a psycho-ass girlfriend, whatever. I guess I am. I don't know, whatever. Don't fuck with what's mine. I'm just kidding. but yeah, so that happened. And after, I was just pissed. Like, I was mad. Like, I was so heated. Like, you're really gonna, like, fucking leave me on Valentine's Day to go with the fat bitch? Like, that's cool. So I remember I went back to his room, and, like, I don't know, somehow, like, I broke into his door, because I remember he was showing me, like, how to open the door, whatever the fuck, or he would open it in front of me. So, like, I just did that, and, like, I opened the door, and I remember, like, I got, like, all the clothes that he just bought, like, I grabbed all that shit, and, like, I put it in a bag, and I remember he had just got, like, weed too, and, like, I grabbed all that weed, and, like, I put it in my bag, and I was just like, I'm gone, like, so I went home. I remember I went home, and, like, I guess he came home, like, hours later, and it was already late at night, and, like, he's blowing up my phone, and he's, like, calling me, like, what the fuck, like, I come back, like, you broke into my house, like, you fucking took my clothes, my weed, and I'm just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, like, no, like, straight up fucking, I'm lying, you feel me? And he's like, he knows, like, he's like, no, I know you did, like, you know, nobody else knows that, like, I had got weed, that I had bought some clothes, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, whatever, you know, like, I was just mad, you know, like, how the fuck you didn't do some shit like that? So it's like, you know, like, we just went through, like, a lot, like, and then, like, we were, like, okay, and then after that, like, he, like, apologized to me, and he was just, like, this was, like, after, though, like, we had, like, you know, like, talked, like, sat as, like, friends, and, like, you know, and then thought about, like, being together again another time, but then, like, he apologized to me, and he did tell me, like, oh, yeah, like, you know, she used to, like, she would want to, like, be with him, whatever, and, like, you know, that, you know, they were together one time, you know, whatever, that's his business, you know, and, but it's, like, my thing is, like, don't try to play me stupid, because, like, I'm not fucking stupid, like, I know shit before it fucking happens, like, I'm fucking psychic, no, I'm just kidding, but, like, I just know shit, you know, so it's, like, I knew it, like, you know, so that kind of, like, that hurt me that day. I remember I went home, and, like, I was just sad on Valentine's Day. Like, I was just, like, sad. And then, like, the next Valentine's Day, though, he, like, made it up, whatever. But, anyways, yeah, niggas ain't shit. No, I'm just kidding. I love guys. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna correct that. I love dick. I mean, I love God. I mean, you know, whatever. I didn't mean to, like, talk shit, but anyways, so yeah, what have I been, okay, so then, like, after, this video is long, I'm telling you guys, it's, like, 30 minutes, like, because this is, like, I was with him for 4 years, so, like, 4 years literally feel like double that, so it's probably, like, I feel like I was with him, like, 8 years, like, and me and him would always say that, like, damn, like, how long have we been together? Like, damn, it feels more, like, you know, like, you know, whatever. But it's like, you know, we just, like, we were together all the time, like, So we didn't see like why it wasn't right that like we weren't dating, why it wasn't right that we didn't move in together, and like this was like when I was like 15, 16. So I yeah, like, moving out at that young age, with your boyfriend, it's like it's a real big thing, like, and it just like that's what helped me now, I guess, and but yeah, like I've been single for 4 years, and then after that, like, I mean, I've been single. No, I was in a relationship with him for 4 years, and then I was single for like probably like 3 years after that. But like at the time, like I had broke up with him because we just weren't like doing good, like he wasn't doing like good, so I just wanted him to like to do to see like what else is there that he could do, because like I felt like I was like stopping him from being the person he could be, or like doing whatever he could do, because I would always like want to be with him. I would always like, like just I don't know, so it's like, so that's pretty much it. So like I let him like do him, and then we had broke up. But also like we had the last time we had broke up, we had gotten into like a bad fight in my room, and I remember he like accused me of like taking like his keys or whatever, and like at the time my mom like him and my mom were like really like close. I mean, not close, but they were like, cool with each other. So like he would tell her like, yeah, like your daughter took my keys and blah blah, and like at the time like I didn't even know how to drive. Like I was scared of the road. Like I like he would tell me all the time like drive, because like we had just got we got a car, and we were like we had like a little business whatever going. So he would like want me to drive, but like no, I would just be the one, to like, to make sure everything was like, in order, like how your woman should, So that was me, I'm that bitch. But anyway, not just kidding. But like, yeah, that was me. And I would just tell him like, nah, like you're driving, you're talking to people, you're gonna be the one making sure like all that, and he was just like, okay, whatever. So then next thing he like accused me of taking some keys whatever, and he told my mom. My mom was like, oh, just just give him back his keys, that way, you guys can just, be cool with each other, whatever. And I'm just like you really think I took his keys? Like, are you serious? Like, and if I did, like the way you guys are making me mad, like I would just like turn on the whip in front of you guys and just fucking dip, like just so you guys could know I had the car, But like I kept telling them like I didn't have the keys. I don't know where the fuck they are. So like me and him, like at the time, like we would get into it a lot because it was like our business, the way it was going. Like he would make like wrong decisions, and then at the end he would like tell me, and then I would like have to be the one so we like solve it, or just help him out, and that. So it kind of like, I would tell him, you have to start listening to me more, and stuff like that, and like whatever. But anyways, so that had happened, and I remember he like we got into it like really bad. So I just went to my mom, and I told my mom like, like I need to take a break from him again. Like, I can't do this. Like I need to see what else I could do, like what, I'm trying to do better in life. And like I just feel like I wasn't, like, or he was just making me be like this person who I wasn't, or like, training, like I don't know, it's just weird. So like my mom was just like, okay, like go tell him, like, or so I was just like, okay. So I went and told him like, like we had to take a break, like I'm like, I can't be doing this right now, like, and I was like, I'm gonna go stay somewhere else for a bit. I was like, you can but when I come back, like, like I don't want us to be together, we need to take a break. And then he was just like, oh, he's like, all right, whatever. So like I remember he he went with his friend, whatever, and like between that time, I was still trapping. I was just out here, like, I would kind of work out a little bit, so I was like kind of working out. My legs were really good because like my bike, I would like ride my bike, so like have some bomb ass legs. But yeah, and then I was like, you know what? Started working. Oh, I got like a real job. I got like a little job at like Ross. So I started working at Ross for a bit, and then so I remember I would keep in contact with him still, like, 'cause, you know, that was like, you know, the person who like I would be with all the time, like, you know, like we would wake up every single day together, like, you know, we would start our day together, like, you know. But anyway, so it's like it was kind of feeling, it was weird, like, you know, not doing that or not having that next to you. So it's like you still kind of want to keep in contact with the person. I don't know, that's just me. But anyway, so like I would keep in contact with him, and then so yeah, he was like, oh, I'm right here, my friend, whatever. I remember I had got like a job, but at this time I was like just being friends with him. Like it was just like I wouldn't even like text him really. So I was working, I was saving up for like my car, because I wanted a car already. What else? Then I was saving up for my car, and then I had got a job, and then I remember I texted him, or like I texted him, and then like we were just talking, whatever, and then I have pulled up, and like, you know, we were cool, whatever, but like I wanted to take things like slow, you know, just to see like if we're ready this time, you know. And like, so I would just like be with him, and yeah, it felt like, you know, it was cool, it was nice, whatever. It felt like before, you know. So that's why I was still, you know, talking to him. But then next thing you know, what happened? So I had got like, my real job, and I started getting paid more, and like I started telling him, you know, like, oh, I'm about to make more money, I'm about to get a better job, you know, like I eventually like want to get like my own place, I want to get a car, get a better car, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And like, and you know, I would talk to him, you know, just to see where his mindset was at, what he wanted, and like, you know, it just wasn't the same, like wasn't like mine, you know. So I was just like, damn, like this is where I knew like I had to like close the book already, end the chapter, start a new chapter. And like it was just hard, you know, because I was just so attached, and like I just loved this person so much, and like I couldn't see myself being with anybody else, or, you know, doing anything, you know, with anybody else. And it's like, it's really hard, you know. So it's like I just didn't, you know, feel like that with him. So I was like, you know, we were just friends. I was working a lot. I had just got a new car, and like I was over here, you know, doing things that like I told him I wanted to do. And like I was telling him, like, so what's up with you, you know, like what's up with us, you know. And like, and at the time he was like, oh, nothing, like I'm just working, you know, I'm still trapping, you know, just doing whatever. And I'm just like, okay, like, well, I'm like, you know, like what's up with us? And like, I don't know, he was just being weird. Like I remember that like the whole week he was just acting weird with me, and I was just like what, you know, like, you know, I'm like, even talking to you again, it's like, you know, it's not something that I should be doing, but like I'm doing it because like I'm willing to, you know. And like I want us to like work out again, you know. But like he was just acting weird. And then he was like, oh, he was like, oh, I need to talk to you, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, because I look, you want to talk to you too, you know. I'm like, you know, I'm like I don't know, like it's like something like was just like bothering me. So like, and then I remember I had took a nap and like I woke up and like he was just in my head and I was like, what? Like, why is he like? Why am I thinking about him? You know. So like I remember like we were just friends, but like we were also seeing each other kind of. So I remember I had texted him and I was hey, like, hey, can I call you real quick? So like we are just talking and I told him like, hey, I don't know how, like, to be honest, I don't know how, but like I don't know where like I felt like a baby, like a baby like popped in my head or something, you know. So I told him like, hey, like, are you having like a baby by somebody else or something? Or like, or do you have like somebody else or something or what? Like, and then he just like, no, but I remember I straight up told him like, hey, like, are you having a baby by another female? And then he just like stood quiet on the phone, like, and he was like, what? Like, how do you know? And I was like, what the fuck? Like signs, like signs, like I don't know, voices, like I mean not voices, but like just things, like things are just like they, I don't know. It's just like fucking, if I fucking knew it, you know. So I was just like, damn, like, are you serious? Like, so I was like, you know what? Like, I was like, I need to talk to you. I need to pull up right now. And he was like, all right. He's like, pull up. Wait, hold on though. I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna stop this video real quick. All right, sorry you guys. I had to stop it real quick, but let me get comfortable. But yeah, like he was like, oh yeah, he was like, let me. He's like, yeah, come over. He's like, I want to talk to you. You know, he's like, this is something like, you know, I want to tell you. You know, so I was like, okay, cool. You know, like we're older now. You know, and like, you know, we've matured a lot. You know, especially, you know, together. So I'm like, you know, just like we need to talk. You know, like we need to talk about this. So the next thing you know, he was like, yes. He's like, I'm talking to somebody else too. He goes, but he's like, but you know, I like, you know, I love you. Like, you know, I always got love for you, whatever. And I was like, okay, like, and I'm like, who is it? Like, so like, who is it? Like, since I know you're having a baby by another female, like, who's the female? It's like, oh no, you don't know her, whatever. And I'm just like I know a lot of people, like, you know. So I was just like just try me, like, who is it? And boom, remember the girl I was telling you guys about, who wrote the little hearts for me, or who even she introduced us actually to each other, and she was like, oh, the whole, like, you know, he thinks they're cute, you know. Yeah, like she pretty much introduced us together. So like that girl, he was like, oh, it's he said her name, and then I was like, oh, I'm like, seriously, like her, out of like everybody, like her. But then I was like, okay, I kind of like started like thinking, and I'm just like, okay, you know, kind of does make sense. You know, she was always on her dick. She was always on my dick. Well, on my clit, may I say. And it's like she was just waiting for me to, like, you know, mess up, or, you know, whatever. That way she could be with him, whatever. I don't know, whatever the case is. Y'all bitches are weird. But anyways, like, yeah, like they, like she he was like, oh, I'm having a baby by her. And I was like, okay, cool, like, you know. And then even after, like, you guys are gonna think like I'm even more dumb, like, more. Like, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck does this girl be like? What do I be eating? What do I be smoking? What do I be thinking? Like, because like, even after I found out who the bitch was, who, like, what happened and everything, like, he apologized to me, like, we made up, like, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let this, like, get in between us. And like, I'm like, I have a good job, I have a good car, and I was like, I was like, we could do this, we could make it work, and I was like, and eventually, like, I want to have a kid, I wanted to have a kid by him. So I was like, eventually, I want to create like a family, so I was like, I was thinking that, and like, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, how many people do this? Like, how many people have like a kid by another person, and like, they make it work, so it's like, why not me, But I don't know, like, I just couldn't do it, like, and it's like, he was with me, but he wasn't really with me when he was with me, because he was always on his phone or whatever. So I just felt like, like, go be with your family, like, and it's like, what else? I don't know, like, and it's pretty fucked up too, because it's like, I mean, it's not fucked up, like, it was kind of cute, but it was kind of fucked up too, because um while while she was giving birth, he was, no, like, while me and him were together, like, I kept telling him, like, like, honestly, like, I don't know, like, maybe you guys will get back together, it's like, once your baby's here, like, things are different, people get back with each other, and I'm like, so I just told him, like, we could just, like, be friends, and like, just, I'll be here for you, whatever. And he was just like, oh, like, no, I want to be with you, like, her, I'm just having, like, I'm just having a baby by, whatever. And I was just like, okay, so I tried it, and like, I remember the day, like, she was giving birth, he was like, oh, I'm here. I was just like, okay, cool, like, I'm gonna let you, spend time, be there with your baby mama, because, like, if it was the other way around, like, that's how I would want it to be, and I would want for her to respect the fact, but it's like, he was like, nah, it's cool, like, whatever. So boom, me and him, like, we were texting, we were talking, whatever, and he was like, oh, yeah, she's about to give birth pretty soon, blah blah. So like, I was just telling him, like, that's good, you're about to be a father, like, God bless you, and I hope, you change, I hope you're different, and just telling him, like, just some nice things, I would want somebody to tell me, if I'm having a baby, or whatever, like, or just some things I've heard from people, so like, I was just telling him, and he was like, oh, okay, thank you, he was like, but like, like, I want to be with you, whatever it's not. And I would just be like, okay, like, and then I don't know, and then like he was like, oh, she gave birth already, and he would like text me like, are you okay though, babe? And I'm just like, why in the hell are you texting me, asking me if I'm okay, when I'm over here chilling, bro? I'm chilling. Your girl, your baby mama is over there with her legs open, giving her baby a birth, while I'm over here just chilling. But yet you want to ask me if I'm okay? Like, okay. But I was like, niggas ain't shit. But anyways, I was just like, yeah, like, I'm good, And then from there, I don't know, I was just like, like I can't. Oh, I remember, like, after that, like, me and him had like went out, whatever, and I had told him, just to like test him, I was like, hey, like, now that you have a baby, like, I'm cool. Like, I don't want to have a baby, like, and then he was like, yeah, like, that's so good. Like, I was like hoping, you would feel like that too, whatever. And I was just like, wait, like, no, like, eventually I want to create like my family, and whatnot, so it's like, that's when like I just like realized, like this is not the person who I want to be with. Like, like, we have different goals, different mindsets, different everything. And like, I was just young and like dumb, and I was just young and naive, and like, I didn't, sorry for moving so much, it's just like there's like no chair here, but it's like, it's like I didn't know, like, because also, like, I was a good girl. Like, I didn't, like, I wouldn't talk to anybody else because it would just be, I was just always with him, like, so I wouldn't go out here talking to anybody else. So like, once me and him broke up, like, I was just always working, like, so it was just money, like all I liked is money, like, or I would just be trapping too. So like, I would just be smoking with people and just be chilling, and like, that was it. Like, but yeah, that's like my longest relationship in what happened. Like, and I don't know, like, I've been single after that for like 3 years. Like, after I told him like we should give it, like, after he moved in the last time, and like we tried to make it work, and like after that we would still keep it as friends. We would still like, I had got my own place at the time, so he would like come over still, and he would like, I would buy weed off of him too, and or we would just smoke up in my place and just chill. So it was cool. And then I don't know, but that's when I was like, you know what, like, I'm like, this is old. Like, we're old. Like, we can't be doing this anymore. So I kind of like just like ended it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, like, I've been through a lot with him. It was like I told you guys, it was beautiful. It was horrible. I'm not horrible, but it was like, it was bad. We had our bad days. It was like physical relationship, so it became toxic as well. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to end it. It's like, when you have so much history with somebody, it's like, it's kind of hard, and I don't know, it's just our mindsets are different. So that's pretty much it. Also, I didn't want to be a stepmother, so that's pretty much another reason why I'm barely 23 years old, trying to still figure out myself, trying to figure out what I want in life, still up to this day. So yeah, but yeah, I've been single after that for like 3-4 years. So I've been single now. I don't know, what have I been doing? I've been working, still finding out like what I like in guys, and you know, whatever, because I've never really like been with different people as well until like, you know, now I'm like being a little more open with meeting people, talking to, you know, talking to people, whatever. So that's pretty much it. Follow me on my Instagram at Honey Gets Money. On my Snapchat, Princess Ellie II7. I be posting sometimes, but yeah, just follow me. I'm gonna post more YouTube videos, so keep up with me. And this was just like my story. I wanted to tell you guys. It's like it was a cool experience, you know. It was, you know, I still, you know, I wish him nothing but the best. Even if it's not with me, whatever. Yeah, he taught me a lot. What else? That's pretty much it. I am kind of like trying to start seeing people now. I low key wanna like start going out, meeting people. So if you're interested, please hit me up. Yeah, 18 or older though, not too old. But yeah, that's like my longest relationship, 4 years. Yeah, that was like, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, oh yeah, and the time when I found out he was having the baby, I was going to work, and I remember I had a best friend. Well, yeah, I guess she was like my best friend at the time. So there was like this girl my coworker who I would talk to, and I remember I came to work one day and it was just like really hard for me to work. Like, I remember I just like walked up in there and I just started crying. Like, this was the time when I found out she was pregnant, and I thought I was gonna, you know, be with him, you know, whatever. But so yeah, she became pregnant, and I just couldn't work. Like, it affected me. It affected my work ethics as well. Like, I was just crying like all the time. Like, I could not work. Like, it was for like a week straight. Like, in my mind, like, I just couldn't believe that like he would go and do something like that, you know. But it's like he kind of was like, oh well, why did you even leave? Like, why did you leave me, you know? Like, but it's like, damn, I left you to see what you can do, like, you know, for yourself, which is kind of like selfish or mean of me in a way. But it's like, you know, I was bettering myself. Like, I was getting up, I was hustling, I was working, I was saving up for my car at the same time. You know, I smoke, so it's like I support my own habit, you know. And it's like, you know, and it's like, that's pretty much it. Like, and it's like for him to be, you know, out here in some other vagina, instead of like just, you know, trying to like, you know, trying to be like, okay, you know, like, you know, like, you know, try to work things out with me or whatever, you know. But he said he was out here, you know, doing the nasty, whatever, which, you know, whatever, you know, I'm over that now. But it was like, damn, like, that was pretty fucked up, like, which had me fucked up for a minute. Like, I was sad, like, I was sad as fuck, like. And that's the reason why I want to make this video, to be honest, just to let you guys know that the shit I've been through and why the fuck I'm still single And yeah, like, the shit be sad as fuck. Like, sorry for my baby hairs. Like, I cut these shits bad. Like, I cut a lot of baby hairs. Yeah, I cut a lot of hairs off. And like, and I'm running out of gel too. So like, I didn't even do it right. Like, but anyways, my boobs look nice though. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason why I'm single still. Well, I'm gonna do another one, maybe why I'm single. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be the same one, you know. But that's the reason why I'm single too. Like, I just don't have time. Like, I'm so busy. Like, and also I guess I don't know. I work a lot. I move a lot now, and it's like, I don't know. I guess guys don't really like that. You know, they like their girl to be like at home, you know, doing nothing, whatever. But yeah, you know, and yeah, like, I don't know. I just want to build like an empire with somebody, like build something, you know, or own a business with somebody, like my partner, you know, or something. And like, to be honest, like, a lot of guys nowadays are not shit. Like, they just don't want nothing. Like, you know, so it's like, it's kind of hard. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. So that's my longest relationship, 4 years. What else? I do want to start seeing people, like I said. So like, even if it's just talking, you know, like, oh no, not just talking. Actually, I don't want to talk because I don't want to waste my time. It's like, if you're serious and like you're cute as fuck, like, hit me up, bang my line. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna put my number out there, but whatchamacallit, just I think on my other video my number is out there. That's like one of my numbers. But yeah, bang my line. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. On Instagram mainly, I'll reply to you on Instagram because, you know, I want to make sure you're real. So follow me on Instagram, Honey Gets Money. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like my video. I hope some of you guys can learn from this, relate, you know, and just, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share with you guys. Have a good day. Thank you.